protective hair coat. So they wallow in the mud to keep cool.
As we've gone to larger, more specialized operations, we see the animals now really treated as more like sophisticated machines than like other living things.
Most of us that have been in agriculture for very long just feel that the hog factory concept is the most inhumane way to raise an animal that there ever was. I'm sure that most of the people in the country now have seen repeated pictures of these hogs confined in steel cages and concrete floors, chewing on the railings, trying to get out and have some freedom.
Raising a family of pigs and weaning them at somewhere between 15 and 20 days, and then going right back through the cycle again, being bred just as soon as she will conceive, and start through the process of raising pigs again. So that we're just working them terribly hard is one of the things that's happened, along with then attempting to get the meatiness in the animal and so forth, why we've made them more fragile.
As a consequence of breeding hogs in that direction, using hogs in this way, then we find that we run into problems with hogs that have foot problems, or they have breathing problems, or they have tail biting, and things of this nature.
We've heard of instances where death loss is as high as 20%. And we know that we are rotating the herd. Probably at the present time, we will add near 50% of the herd in new animals each year.
Whenever they have a turnover of 50% sows because they're so badly abused. I just sold some sows this spring that was 5.5 years old and still producing.
Any movement that uses up energy that doesn't turn energy into meat or into the hog is seen as being wasteful. And so you move away from giving a hog an opportunity to move about and do the things that hogs normally do.
We hear them squealing over there a half a mile away. We'd be over haying or looking at cows. A half a mile away we could hear them squealing, and I don't mean the ordinary squealing of one that just thinks it ought to eat, like this one's a doing. I mean the agonizing screams of hogs that are being chewed up. Sometimes it almost sounds like a human screaming. It hurts. It hurts me. I hate to hear it.
These animals we depend on for our lives, and before we eat them, we shouldn't torture them.
When we had a storm and lightning knocked their electricity off and messed up their computers or whatever runs all the flushing systems and everything, the ventilators, they lost several thousand hogs.
When those fans quit, well, I mean, all that is trapped in there. There would be no way anything could live in a place like that.
They've got all kinds of dead animals out here today. John Deere tractors, they got bucket loaders. They got that 32-footer they're loading up over there. See, they're loading right now. The wind's blowing really hard out here, so it's kind of wobbling me all around.
Saw several of their small little dead trucks that they haul to the dead facility over here. I saw several of them with hogs in it, which that's nothing unusual. I see that quite often. I met one big 2-ton truck, tandem axle truck. You could see dead hogs sticking out.
I can hold my camcorder straight, my arms are tired. Here you can see the hogs there. They had one loading on each side. They've emptied out hundreds and hundreds of hogs out here today.
They are living things, and they understand pain, and who wants to put anything in pain so somebody can make a dollar.
When something like this comes into a community, even if it's accepted, it tends to create the illusion that now we have jobs, now the problem's solved. and in reality, you've just created more problems.
We took up a petition 2-1 and asked them not to come to Lincoln Township. They told everybody they did not go where they were not wanted. They basically just snubbed their nose at us, looked us right in the eye and said, what are you going to do about it?
The fabric of this community, the social fabric, has been torn forever, and it'll never be the same. If these hog farmers leave tomorrow, all the animosity, all the anger, all the hatred that's been created by their being here will never leave. This community will never be the same again.
Used to people would wave at everybody, and now nobody waves. Nobody's interested in how the other person is. You know, nobody talks. If they do talk, they're arguing about the pigs. So, you know, it's not a very friendly county anymore.
It is very important, once again, that we do not accept the industrialization process, the industrialization of agriculture as something natural, as something inevitable, as something determined. It is no such thing. It is a plan, okay? It is a plan for certain people to benefit and other people to pay.
You know, when it's staring you in the face, then you have to confront it. You know, and you've got 3 choices. You can accept it, you can change it, or you can leave it. And accept it and leave it weren't options that I was willing to explore, so you got to try to change it.
I say the fight ain't over yet. We ain't rode over and played dead. We're a long ways from being dead. We may smell like it once they get going full blast, but we're not dead.
It wasn't a battle that we wanted or that we enjoyed, but it's just something that when you realize how wrong it is, you just have to stand up and say it's wrong.
And thank you for helping support the family farmers and help us try to stop factory farms. So would y'all like to hear a little music? In the twilight glow, I see her. Blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. And through the ages, I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain.